It's been a good week. I've the big client that I got, the podcast producer. We basically looks like I passed the first 2 weeks the testing because he actually told me yesterday or 2 days ago that he got a new client that would be perfect for me. He's in the health and wellness space. So and with that, I told him, because he was asking, am I your only client? How's your workload? And because I have this new client, and I told him that he's not my only client, but he's my, what did I say precisely? Most interesting. I remember writing that, but there I said something else prior to that. The most, best client and stuff, right? And that I want to prioritize him. And if I ever, I told him that I'm not at capacity, or if I ever get there, I'll either raise my prices for my other clients or delegate them so I can keep prioritizing him. But that I want to continue with him, and if he ever needs to, that I didn't want to get ahead of myself. But if he wants me to work exclusively for him, I will be all in, because the clients that he's got are the best clients that I could ever ask for. It's people that I've been watching for years. I remember now. He's my most aligned and interesting client, I told him. So I just want to prioritize him because the work is extremely fun. I told him that I couldn't believe that I was editing clips with a specific person as a guest of the podcast, and that I'm having a lot of fun. I don't care about showing my cards in terms of, if he knows I'm head over heels for that job, he will probably want to lowball me on how much he pays me. But that's why I have the other clients. I won't be bullied around, even though it's a lovely job. I know my, I don't like the phrase of I know my worth, but I actually know my worth, because the price is set by the market, and in the market I'm getting $15 reels, and with him he's paying me $25 reels. They are longer. I have to watch the entire podcast to take the clips out, so it's not that he's paying me more, but I know I cannot go below that number. So if he wants to go lower than that, he will have to find someone else, because I couldn't make a lower number than that work. And then, obviously I love that job, but if I get more demand and I can raise my prices, I will. Just like the price is set by supply and demand. If my workload, I get to capacity and I have to raise my prices on my other clients to be able to provide the best service possible, the best editing possible, and maintain my clients and all the other clients. Let's say I have 5 other clients, and which I actually have 5, counting one that had some misfortune in his startup, and he's put a hold on creating content, but he will come back. That will be my 5th client. Let's say I double the prices to all 5 of them, and they all say yes. It's like, awesome. I will be able to delegate that, work more clients at even higher price, because if they all told me yes, then I can even charge more. And if I get even more money than that, I'm gonna tell the podcast producer, hey, I'm raising my prices. Sorry, you're either in or out. And most often than not, they say yes. I've been through that journey. So so yeah, it obviously comes to a point when they say no, which is the point of raising prices for some people to say no. So you can earn the same or even more money with less clients. So you even produce even better, give a better service and produce more results. So yeah, point being that everything's going great. The podcast producer, the point was that looks like I passed the test. He's enjoying my work. It works for him. That's the only thing that matters for him, that he's getting more for what he pays, which is the premise of all jobs, of all offers, of all deals, getting more from your perspective, because that's could be subjective. It kind of is. Because if I'm a king here in my country with $600, who cares if he's getting the better end of the deal because he's charging $60,000, let's say. So yeah, as long as people perceive they're getting more for what they pay, which is the, again, prerequisite for a deal to take place, they only pay less than the value they perceive they get, everyone's happy. And so yeah, looks like he's happy. If he adds another client and delegates that to me, and he's at $1,200, he pays me $1,200, it's like I made it in terms of restructuring myself and beginning from scratch again. I'll be able to play the long game with such, yeah, it'll be awesome. Going back to my roots, let's say, of spending the least amount of money possible and earning the most amount of money possible. Everything's gonna change a lot for the better. I've learned a lot through coming here to an expensive apartment that I let my ego win. I learned a lot, and I'll put that learning to work, which basically is enjoying, as I'm enjoying the work of editing for now in an industry that I love, which is fitness. Well, in this case, for the podcast producer, it's not necessarily fit. Well, he's going to add a client on the health space, but he's more on the political side of things, but it's people that I fully align with, and it just gives you a different energy. I wasn't wrong in wanting to part ways with that big client that helped me, well, actually sustain this expensive living that wasn't aligned with me. He was in the higher education space, and I'm a dropout, and made no sense to work for an agency that helped universities, because I've dropped out of a university because I don't believe in them, on the way they were teaching. Obviously, it's in a different country, but they are going through the same. They don't. Yeah, I wasn't aligned with that, and it showed in my in how I felt going above and beyond for them. I just dreaded. It was awful. But now with the clients at a much cheaper price, and even going above and beyond at that price, it's just fun. It's just, I don't care. I'm going above and beyond and working below my worth, because I'm building amazing relationships, doing something good for the world. And I know I have food at that price. I have food on my plate and a roof over my head. That's more than enough. And I came to this conclusion as well. It's not like I need to even do a lot more if I wanted to have a family, because my kids will need just the same things: food over on the plate and a roof over their heads. If they want anything else, they have to work for it, because you don't need anything else. So everything extra comes at their effort expense, and that's the values that I want to give my children, to pass to my children, so they live a healthy and fulfilling life like I'm living right now. And yeah, it's just playing the game of life, which is solving every single problem you have in front of you and entertaining yourself, helping the community, and doing something awesome for the world. And that's it. That something awesome could be, I'm looking at the floor, being the best floor person in your city. You make the best floors possible. That's it. That's how you add to the world, and that's awesome. And if I or they or anyone ends up being a super successful entrepreneur, it's the same thing. Just do something that adds to the world and the community, the community. Like the Stoics say, that we are all a citizen of the world. And this is extremely fun. And yeah, I want to keep giving my all like I do every day. Obviously, we are humans, and we are not machines. And as long as we do everything, yeah, I'm just preaching right now, but I'm very proud of the things that I'm doing, the way I am, who I am, and that's why at the end of the day, it's easy for me to sleep, and I love that. It's all thanks to the upbringing I had, thanks to my parents and my family, and the lack of, I had just enough difficulties in my life to make me grow as much as possible without breaking me. So yeah, I'm extremely grateful right now. And the way to be the most grateful, which I think is my responsibility, is by doing exactly what I'm doing, which is working my ass off with full focus and producing as much as possible, and being, I don't know how to say in English. Tranquility is a word, I think. I want to have full tranquility, but at the same time doing as much as possible. That's the balance that I want to have. And I think it'll never be perfect, but the goal, the fun part is aiming for that perfection and being okay with whatever I get in that point, let's say, how close to that 100% I get. So yeah, everything's awesome. I'll cut the video right now, and thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.